Welcome back to Etherflux Hunters. It's Dungeons and Dragons in Space with Bounty Hunters. I'm CT Avis, I'm your Dungeon Master, and these fellas are your hunters. Gentlemen, nice to see everybody again. How's everyone doing?
Hey, good.
Right on, right on. We are waiting a little bit on Mr. Rick to show up, but in the meantime, I do believe we could get going. When we last left you, you were in a old laboratory, an old Yalen Wutani laboratory. One of the maybe very early ones in their partnership. You were brought here by a duke who wanted you to seize this opportunity to strike down the dragon Wutani, who is in the third layer of this building, this area. Duke Merrick had hired you on planet Nerian in a bar. You fought some interesting dragonborn, escaped, and went right to work in this dungeon. Your entry on this moon base, this was a moon that orbits planet Nerian. Formerly, this was a large mining moon. It's been abandoned for probably centuries. You touched down, you entered into the moondust-covered facility. You snuck past the first guardian in the first room. You tried to go right, found the door to be stuck, decided you didn't want to attempt that door right now with the guardian staying there, so you decided to go to the west side, where you found yet another being, this one a Warforged Titan of immense size. Let's see here. He introduced himself as Torthan. You did not have to fight him. He was rather sad and depressed, and the longer that you stayed in the room, you too were sad and depressed. He was filled with all sorts of terribly ruined proto-warforged in construct-type beings. Ritzat was especially bothered by this. Not figuring out exactly what was going on there, you went down the stairs to the northern room, where you encountered a fragment, a vial on a pedestal, and were temporarily caught in a time loop. Eventually, though, you figured out how to free the vial and end the loop. You have the vial in your possession. Who has it, by the way? Is that something that was marked down?
I thought that we used it and were just getting out when we stopped. You could have misunderstood.
You switched the vial with a duplicate vial.
Okay.
So I guess you could have put the original down and not brought it with you.
Actually, was I the one who... No, because I swapped with somebody.
Yeah, who was the one with the fast hands?
I guess it was me because I swapped out...
I thought it was Arnolf.
Or was it Arnolf?
Yeah, I did the sleight of hand because the alternative was... No, I did perception.
Okay.
Yes.
I failed sleight of hand.
You failed it the first time, so I swapped with you. You did perception, which I did the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
So
that.
then I have it.
Places. So, yeah.
Okay.
So who's got it then?
Me.
Okay.
Templeton.
So Templeton has the vial from the...
Purple time vial.
yeah.
The vial of time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, with finding no other route out of that room, you have to cross back into what I'm calling the Hall of Echoing Regrets here, where Torthan is.
I want to really know how to make it echo. I've got this vial in my hand. I just wanted to say that I was going to put it in my pack for now. Just
Okay.
I
Trumpet?
don't know, make a
And
dumb.
I was just... I was just going to say that I'd figured out last session that I've got Beacon of Hope prepped, so I'm going to cast that on us as we traverse the room again
Okay.
to give us advantage on wisdom saving throws.
As you re-enter the Hall of Echoing Regrets, Torthan, in a kind of almost comical posture, he is sitting cross-legged on the ground. He is reading through a book, which is very small in his large hand. Actually, he's only got one real hand. The other one's sort of a blade. And he's very carefully reading through. Oh, you're back. How did it go?
Not the most depressing thing we've ever dealt with.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was afraid you had died in there. It's been hours. I think.
Well, we did get caught in a bit of a loop there, so.
Oh, the time loop. I forgot about that.
Well, all's well that ends well. We made it back out.
Did you see anything that would help this room? Help me?
Not unless you want to relive your saddest moments.
I'm already doing that.
Right, so that's why I didn't think it would help.
It's just my lot in life. I was made to suffer, apparently.
The vial was trapped in the room was trapped in a time past, though, right?
The current room with Torthan is he's reliving. He's not necessarily reliving time. He's just sort of emotionally trapped in a moment of despair. It's not a temporal effect necessarily, as much as it might just be. I don't know. His emotions are on stun lock.
I'm saying the room that we just came out of, that room was like trapped in a past state, right?
It reset to when you entered it, when you failed to get the vial the first time.
I see. Okay.
Actually, I think you failed twice, didn't you? There was
The first time was
Yeah.
just... Yeah, the first time we
No.
didn't even
the first
figure
time,
it out.
Yeah, you just tried to leave, and you were just turned right back around as you originally came in. You had out
Yeah.
all your memories, but like any spells that were cast, I would give you those spell slots back.
In my head canon, like we tried so many times that it took 3 hours. Because that's how much time we ended up losing, was 3 hours.
That's
So-
probably about right.
Yeah, I like to think that, even though we actively role played probably 2 failures, in my head, like we just kept screwing things up and doing it
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over and over and over again.
No, it's like
At
any
3
time
hours.
with science fiction. They just cut to the montage of just
Right.
over and over.
With one thing different than each
Yeah.
time, Yeah.
My favorite time loop episode is from Stargate SG-1. I won't get into that here. All right. So give me wisdom saves.
Oh, yeah, dice.
Chris,
And
by the way,
everyone has advantage on this because of Beacon of Hope.
I am going to initially roll an Arcana roll because of the antimatter rounds thing that I didn't do
Okay.
out of game. So I'm just going to roll that now, and then you can just tell me what the result is later or when it becomes necessary.
I had rolled before he said there was advantage, but don't worry, I got a 20.
Oh, nice.
18.
15, but it's better than the 3 that if I hadn't had thingy dingy.
You said
Advantage.
wisdom was with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Not as nice.
I was gonna say, were we doing the rope thing again?
I believe you had set that up. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So Templeton, you start to feel this sort of tug of sorrow at you, but enough time has passed where 15's enough. You're like you're saving
Thankfully.
throw scale has reset. Unfortunately, Abraxas sort of has this moment where he's looking around at all the kind of failed experiments, and as an artificer, it sort of resonates deep within his soul about like all the sort of things that could fail in a lab and things he's failed to do when he was a young artificer, learning, and he just sort of starts to feel, oh, yeah, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Maybe it's not worth it. And he starts to sort of sit down in the room next to Torothan.
I've just got like a.
Oh no.
I've just got a wrench or something, and I'm just kind of spinning it in a circle on the floor. Like, I don't even know why I bothered carrying this thing.
And Abraxas, the good news is though you did manage to come up with 3 in a matter rounds.
So that's a good news, bad news thing, isn't it?
You have powerful weaponry. You're just too depressed to use it. In this room, there's the door you came in that is going to the east, and then there's a weird-looking door to the south. And you also have Abraxas sitting on the ground, I guess. I heard Templeton say, no. Were you trying to grab him?
Yeah, I wanted to try and pick him up as I go by.
Okay. You're certainly strong enough to do that with your gloves. It's going to be movement's going to be difficult terrain, so that might have an effect on how fast you can move, and that might have an effect on if you have to make another saving throw soon or not. Where would you like to go? You could have talked about this before you re-entered the room, by the way.
Yeah, I would
I'm sure
imagine
would
we.
have.
Do we
Right.
want to just keep going across? Yeah.
Yeah, we want to blow through that exit
I
as soon
think
as
so,
possible
yeah.
because the alternative route was completely blocked, if I remember well.
The door was stuck
Not
in
completely
its
blocked,
frame.
but we'd have to work at it.
To clarify, that door was stuck in its frame. The only reason you didn't try to force it open is you didn't want it to make noise and disturb the guardian that was in the entrance chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. As you progress, all of you are starting to face these waves of anguish that are crashing upon you. You're almost hearing like this crescendo of sorrow. It's almost an actually audible thing to you. The room is heavy, and the walls seem like they're closing in. They're not. You're all of you who made your first saving throw there understand that this is just some sort of weird effect of this room. This door is not like a normal door. There's a bit of a swirl in it. It is almost like a lenticular lens sort of thing. Lenticular. It's sort of like this. And is somebody trying the knob? The opener?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
All right.
Nope.
It it does not open.
Why do you guys even want to go down there, anyways?
Just quiet over there. We're fine. We're all
Hmm.
fine. Look, there's a drink at the end.
I'm not even sure that's gonna help.
Oh no, the doldrums have surely gotten him if he cares not for a drink.
Right, it's over now. Hey,
Does somebody work
just-
on this locker? I'm pulling my sword.
I'll
just as an aside,
All right,
look at this
Dumbleton.
stuff.
Give me your roll, and I'm gonna throw.
Nat 20
Nat 20.
Go!
Your well-practiced,
plus
nimble,
9.
your well-practiced, nimble fingers apply your thieves tool. You hear it click open, and then it clicks locked again. As it,
Son of a
as it
biscuit!
clicked locked,
What did you
the,
do?
the image shifted on the door.
Dude, it's like the door itself keeps changing over and over again or something stupid.
I pull my sword.
I
I'm going
mean,
to cut out the entire doorknob.
Okay.
I'm going to step back.
All right. I'm going to assume that you can do that. I'm not going to make you roll for this. As you bring your sword of sharpness, which is excellent at destroying objects, as the sword's blade, the edge connects with the surface of the door near the knob, you notice that the blade rusts and then unrusts, starts to turn molten as if it was being forged, and then it comes back into shape long enough for you to quickly pull it away before it damages the sword.
Telling you, it's like the door's stuck in some sort of time warp again.
Aye, but do you think it would help if we were to step in a particular direction?
Get him some tights.
Here, not in
I mean-
Pennsylvania.
So is this door making any sort of recognizable patterns every time it moves, or
Give me an Arcana check.
$25?
Ooh.
Yes,
Things.
Corbex, you notice that the door tends to move backwards, forward, present. All right, let me say that: past, present, future, present, past. And with a 25, I'm also going to say that it seems like it may react to inappropriate interactions as a sort of defense mechanism.
Abraxas, pee on the door.
I think I just peed myself.
Are you having trouble with that door too?
Hey, can you open this door? I mean, I know you can't leave, but can you open this door?
No,
Yes.
but there's a note here in my book.
Oh,
Would you like to see it? I don't think it's
Well,
going to
yeah.
help.
Trust me, anything can help at this point. Except, moping.
Hold on, it's stuck. I have to be careful. He pulls it and he hands you in his hand, which is like a little itty bitty note, but it's a regular sized note to you, Corvex. The note reads, "There's never enough time. Even my experiments with looping time go maddeningly wrong. Well, at least I can turn failure into a tool and seal doors with time itself. Note to self, you'll need the vial from the alchemical room to turn off the temporal vault. then this door should open. At least in theory. Hells, I don't care. I never need to go below again. I found a different solution to running out of time, despite my other failed experiments roaming these halls. The machines were a bust, but necromancy, on the other hand. ... Signed, Y. The letter Y.
Well, I read that off for everybody else to hear.
Yeah, it sounds like you're supposed to use the tube on the door, but I don't know why you bother.
Because the note said so. Let's do it.
Does
Okay.
the door or knob look like it has a spot where the tube could be inserted or something?
No, and in fact, Torthin, hearing you read the note out loud, says, "That's not the temporal vault.
Is
That's
that through the other room?
to the east somewhere. It's been so long, I can't tell you more than that."
Well, it's next time for a field trip.
We going back to the ship?
No, I think we're gonna go and stick a door. Come on, it gets better. Come on, buddy, let's go. I'm
Yeah,
gonna grab Abraxas and help him
Whatever.
walk.
Yeah.
Come on, one foot in front of the other. That's right. Life is meaningless. Just keep walking. It's a great pep talk, right?
Works for me.
I feel better already.
And give
All right,
me
let's get you to the door.
give me stealth checks as you re-enter the room, unless you don't care about triggering the Guardian.
I guess Abraxas wouldn't care, would he?
Hold on.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, once you cross the threshold out of this room,
Yeah, give me another saving throw, Abraxas, as you cross the threshold.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, that's correct.
Still with advantage or no?
the spell lasts a minute unless we took a whole ton of time in the room. I don't know, up to the GM's discretion.
I'll allow it for now. This will be it.
Wow.
Oh, that
Snake eyes.
Wow.
Oh,
Oof.
wow.
Has
Digital
have we
dice
done
and
that?
Never
this
seen that
player
before,
in
ever.
particular.
Well, maybe I have seen it before, but not in this.
I don't think it's happened in Hunters before. Ever.
I can't think of it happening in Hunters before. Offhand.
I don't know.
Well,
I feel like it happened to Josh one time on a Monday night. Two ones in a row.
well, you're dragging
Happened
me
to Josh
face.
and also happened to Tucker. The
So you-
night of the cursed dice.
You're dragging Abraxas face down.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
arms.
come on, Abraxas.
behind
Did
him.
you just nope? Dead fishing it. All right. Well, you're still coming
Yeah.
with us.
Dead fishing.
All right, Braxis, you're going to suffer disadvantage on checks reliant on memory or decision making for the next hour or so.
Oh damn.
So that's going to be intelligence and wisdom related activities.
Oh no. Intelligence. All right, intelligence and wisdom related goals. Disadvantage. Correct.
Mm-hmm. But the good news is your fighting abilities and other abilities are not affected.
Half of my fighting is reliant upon intelligence.
Well,
Not today, mister.
I'm talking specifically
I know,
skill
I know.
checks.
Okay.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be really boned.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we're
long,
stealthy?
friends. I hope I'll see you shortly. But who cares? Really?
Yeah. We'll be back. You
What's the
just,
point?
hold tight.
Yeah.
Hey, if you think of any other notes that might be helpful in your little scribble pad.
Who wrote that last one?
Not me. Not you?
Oh. My name's-
Why?
Why? Because I want to know.
No, why?
It were signed with the letter Y.
Huh.
Yeah, what he said.
Did you get that book from this black guy?
I think so.
You're gonna have to let us look at that book sooner or later. But
I'll think
hang on to it for a
about it.
minute.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll get you a sandwich or something. Just ponder.
All right, and with that, he kind of goes back to thumbing through the book.
Much of that book is a lot of the secrets we need.
Stealth checks,
shit.
please.
Now we need stealth. Yep.
Dolphin.
Hey, 22.
Hey, 14.
Too early to cat bell.
It's a group check.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Yeah, if the rest of y'all could just do me a favor and roll real good.
We got a 22 and a 23. Templeton.
Eight.
There's a pause.
My die is
Oh,
rolling
no.
the number 2 several times tonight, and I don't like that.
So,
7,
what's
14,
what's the average between 14 and 22?
The average between 14 and 22.
That's 8. So
18.
18. The
A lot of clicking.
horned sentinel in the center of the
no.
room turns its head towards you guys. Roll for initiative.
I wave. Hi.
Boy.
I'm feeling a little bit better, guys. And what the fudge?
What did you
I
do?
think that fog's starting to lift a little bit. Oh, crap.
What did you do?
What did you do, Ray?
What you... That's exactly it. Or the Tommy Boy one.
All right, my combat is up. I'm slightly blind to streaming issues. If anybody notices anything, let me know. All right, Templeton with a 23.
We need a red stout with
Uh,
a 300 initiative.
All right.
well, he didn't. That's not his current role, is it?
Who's not here?
No. Yeah. So it's Templeton. It is the Sentinel, and then there's Arnolf. Templeton. This thing. It turns towards you. I think it has a weapon. Hold on a second.
Nah. It has pom poms.
And ice cream with sprinkles.
Oh, I like your version.
It doesn't obviously breathe, but it kind of rears back and you can kind of feel like it's almost inhaling.
It's
great.
healing, you say.
Inhaling.
Oh, inhaling.
It's inhaling. It's not clean. No, old reference. Never mind.
Dun-dun.
I didn't exhale. Got her.
Bro.
I am nowhere near as fast as my character, so give me a second to think.
Dude.
Eldritch Blast, 18, a dirty 20, and a dirty 20 to hit.
Those all hit.
It looks like you just grabbed a bag full of dice.
It's 3. One
Oh.
for each.
It looked like a ton.
No, it's 23. Well, I moved a couple over, but yes, 23. So 23 damage from that.
Nice.
I
That-
a 9,
Eldritch-
a 10, and a something. Whatever,
Eldritch
the
Blast
4.
is what kind of damage? Necrotic?
It is
Force?
force.
Force. Okay.
Yes,
So
it is
23.
force damage. This is probably going to be stupid, but I'm going to run to the back corner of him. Attack with the rapier. 17 to hit.
That's it.
9 damage.
The Sentinel, suddenly its body kind of shifts. And it blows out a gout of fire. So you get an attack of opportunity on it, Templeton?
Okay. Yeah.
He's more machine than man.
And you guys who are in that cone, which is everyone, it looks like, except Quiplik, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
You.
21 saves. 12 does not.
First is bird bones.
Who's
Dirty
running for
20.
Retzo?
What's that's here?
Oh,
Rick just joined us.
I
You just
I
jumped.
rolled.
Did.
told you guys to let me know shit.
He snuck in.
He
He
was in the
just,
middle of you
literally
talking.
just showed up. Yeah.
He
Literally
he
did.
popped in.
I mean, no, I'm not here, so that roll, no, doesn't.
Alright.
That's invalid.
Yeah, I can't
No,
attack him. He's not here.
No, it's invalid, which is what you are after the attack.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit him.
12 misses.
Yeah, that dice is in dice jail now. It's its third 2 of the night.
All right, so saves. Abraxas saved, Retzo failed, Arnolf saved, Corbex failed. Yeah, Quiplik didn't have to roll. Okay, so I'm rolling 68.
Well, I'm dead.
That is 28 fire damage if you failed your save, or half as much if you succeeded. So 14 if you succeeded.
Well, I'm not dead. But I'm hurt and I'm angry.
You're an angry bird.
You're
28.
That's right. Look out, you pigs.
Toasty.
So that was 5 and 15 feet. And how far can you move?
16 inches long.
The wings fly from the back. He floats up in the air, steps back, and then darts down and forward at you. He kind of bangs into the wall and then kind of recoils slightly. And that's its turn. Arnolf. And Red Set, roll for initiative.
I'll move up here. I'll go ahead and get mad.
Social feelings.
Search my feelings. I'm feeling
Groovy.
pretty 3. I have the little exploding pixie tat thing. Yeah, just kind of put it over here, I guess. It's only going to be there for a moment.
Hey, you're a pixie.
Oh, is this the kamikaze pixie?
Yeah, at the end of my turn, it goes meow and blows up.
Meow.
My god, this is one of the worst ones. It's so garbage. Anyway, attack this thing recklessly. There's a 30 hit.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Is he an object?
No, it's a construct. They're not objects. They're constructs.
16 damage on the first one.
16? Okay.
Swing 2. That's a nat 20. That's why we reckless. Okay. First, I have to roll a d20 to see if I'll take something off. If I roll another nat 20, he loses something. Okay. He's safe. It takes an extra 14. Make calculator. For a grand total of 44 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I imagine like the first swing kind of like hacks around its collarbone area and it kind of like lowers its head, and then I just swing upwards and take the whole damn thing off. And as it's flying through the air, a small pixie thing goes meow and blows it up.
Nice.
Boom. Good shot.
Before my rage ends, I would like to
Attack the door.
take my frustrations out on the door. Yes.
Excellent. I was hoping you would do that. I mean, not in a
Nice.
mean sense. I just like, oh, I hope he thinks to do this.
Still riding that battle high, Arnulf strides over to the door and says, "Get wrecked!"
Dragon thing was not enough.
Holy crap!
More violence.
Holy crap.
This door explodes.
Is that another crit? Oh my god!
I was just gonna say, and another nat
Holy
20.
crap.
Holy!
The door was never there to begin with.
I'm assuming my snake eyes helped here.
Somehow.
Yeah.
The internal coding was like, okay.
All right. Actually, let's do this then. You blast through the door into an ominous-looking ritual chamber. Its oppressive atmosphere thick with a stench of decay and ancient magic. The walls are adorned with intricate sigils, some faintly glowing, while the air hums with a dormant energy waiting to be unleashed. In the center, a large cracked stone altar looms, surrounded by scattered remnants of arcane tools, depicting the hurried attempts at dark power. Ethereal chains dangle from the ceiling, whispering secrets of the long departed, while ghostly flickers of magic spark faintly in the darkness. But none of that is really your concern, as the stench of undeath fills your nostrils. You see 3 large, formerly ogres, and this,
Oh,
a huge
no.
floating skull with one central eye and razor-sharp bone teeth. So we will go to Retzau.
Make my way towards the door. All right. Now, how much of this am I seeing? I guess from my vantage point. I
You're
guess just.
yeah, you're seeing it. Let me see you can see
All
it.
right. So I'm aware of what's in that room.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go after this ogre, the blue ogre here.
Okay.
I'm swapping out from my bowcaster. I need the extra distance here. 16 to hit.
That's it.
For 13.
That blows a hole in its rotten body, but it is a big body of rot. So, yeah, I mean, it does damage.
Right.
It's gonna need a lot more.
Right. Yep. 24
Hits.
to hit. For 8 points. And then third shot. The dirty 20.
That's it.
Oof. For 7 points.
And that's your turn.
Yes.
All right. That is now Abraxas' turn.
All right, if that thing is what I think that thing is, we need to make sure that thing is dead ASAP or dead again.
Undead it?
Deadified, undead. Yep.
Alright, make it so. Make it dead.
All right, then you might tell him what we're dealing with here.
Can we
Beauty is
just-
often in the eye of the beholder, but that one's.
Fair enough.
It's either just a zombie type, or we're looking at. Hopefully, Abraxas knows what this is. Or we're looking at something called a death tyrant, which we don't want. In either case, look out for its eyeball. Yeah. I am 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. That's a plus 7. I need to... I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to try and sharpshooter this guy here.
Okay.
I'll double click him again in case you didn't see it.
Yeah.
So that roll comes out a -5, so this may be a poor choice, but we'll see. Oh, nice. So 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
Sweet. Okay, so that is 1d6 plus 6, 4 and 11, plus a d6. Ah, damn it. Really? Just a 1? So that's 12 plus 10, so 22 points of lightning damage.
You see like the lightning dance through its spherical body, sparking on the different bony protrusions.
And we're going to try for shot number 2. Same thing. It's an 18 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh! Farfagnugan. Okay. Do I have movement left over? I think that was 35 feet. Hold on one sec. I can move 5 more feet. I will, doesn't matter where I move. I'm shit. I thought I had enough movement to get out of I move here.
Quiplik.
Yep. Okay, so Quiplik runs into the room, positions himself, takes aim at the big eyeball guy, and I'm gonna blast off a guiding bolt on him with a 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm doing.
Oh.
That's my turn.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Oh.
hang on. Maybe I should starry form up and just get it going. How far is this guy from me? Sorry, I gotta measure this. The starry
Oops.
form only goes 60 feet. He is just out of range of my starry form, so I'm not gonna do that this turn.
Okay. You used all your movement?
Yeah, Quip's only got 30 feet.
Okay. I would let you take another 5-foot step because it was kind of arbitrary where you were in that doorway. So if 5 feet helps you take a shot.
No, it would still be out of range for the guiding bolt. I just rulered it, and he's like 75 feet from where I am presently.
And Corvex, I'm giving you the same thing. It's your turn, Corvex.
Yeah. So that construct that was in here was flying around, so I imagine I can also fly around.
You may. Yes.
Well, good, because I'm going to use that to get closer to the door.
Are you also elevating?
Not by much. I'm just kind of just flying over there. So now that I can see this thing, yeah, I think I'll try to throw a Toll the Dead at it.
Bong.
Wisdom save 17. He has to.
Holy shit, he's got a very high save on this. Got a 10.
I like that. I got all of Abraxas's ones.
Oof.
I need to talk to a manager.
I would like to speak to the manager of
I
the
would like to
dice.
speak to the manager, please.
I thought I got rid of all those.
Yeah, you gave them to me.
Oh. I thought I used them up for the whole party.
So it's an 11 of necrotic damage.
It kind of almost like it's laughing at you.
Yeah, well, right back at you. ugly piece of whatever.
Anything else, Corvax? Any more movement?
So, I don't think I can also use. No, I probably can't use turn undead as an action. It's
No, because you use the spell.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
have
use
been
the
your
spell.
action to
Yep,
do the.
okay. Nope, that's all there is to it. That's all I can do. I'm just in the doorway like a schmuck. Got those big evil things over there. Yeah, I've got a shield. Meat shield. Fur and meat
Of
shield.
the lion variety.
Right, I mean, I like the guy and all, but
Abraxas has used Arnoff as a shield many times.
No, you've used him as a lightning rod.
That too. It's been a little while.
Arnold,
I have
ground
many
me.
uses, all of them violent.
Arnoff, give me a athletics check.
I am still raging, so I do get advantage.
You're not gonna need it. I rolled butts.
21.
All right, the red zombie ogre tries to push past you into the room. But you're like, nope, get back. So instead, he's going to swing at you for a 23.
Yeah, I'll do something.
For 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he steps back if you'd like an attack of opportunity on him.
Actually, I'll use my reaction to unstable backlash and re-roll my wild surge. I researched my feelings as he's punched a new one into my head. That makes me feel 7, which translates to flowers and vines temporarily grow around you. For 15 feet, it's difficult terrain for enemies.
That seems to be a perennial favorite of your rages.
He finds serenity in anger.
Yeah. I like the one where you get to teleport around.
I like the teleport one and the force one. And the one where every time they hit me, they take damage. That one makes me
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, that one's cool.
You're
You
so
almost
angry.
never get that one.
Nope.
You're so angry. You just blink to another part of the room.
I'm so mad I'd rather be over there and do something angry about it.
All right, give me another athletics check, Arnold.
Okay. I said stay out.
Ooh.
6.
And he does, so he's going to swing at you. 21.
Yeah, that does it.
Wait, I have advantage on these, don't I?
Nope.
No, you're not? Okay. You didn't reckless?
I didn't recklessly attack the door.
Okay, oh, that's right. Okay. 12 bludgeoning.
Arnoff Oaken
be-
Shield.
Between his moving in and moving out, how much distance was he able
And
to
15, 20, 25, 30. He uses all his distance, right, to move back a step. Oh, he can't quite reach you. But he can be a body block. So positioning himself, kind of hunching over, and you see the bone skull sort of float slightly overhead. So I need a cone to start with.
No boy.
I'm sure you don't.
Of the ice cream variety. My name's Ice Cream Jones.
Do 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 do.
Oh man, is it really that?
That is a
What?
big cone.
We've been squashed by a pyramid.
It's at least 2 scoops.
Jesus
Think it was
Christmas.
gas
That's all the
problems.
scoops. Damn it! I thought I was out of the way.
This is its bonus action.
Ugh.
It's a wave of negative energy cascades over you. You cannot regain hit points until the start of the being's next turn. And if any one of you should die while this is up, you come back as a zombie. And now for his attacks. Arnoff, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Why do I say Korvac's fist pumping?
20.
Yes.
I say no. Net 20.
All right.
Stop
So,
it.
so you hear a surprisingly appealing voice in your mind for a moment, enticing you to join with him. You fight it off, but in doing so, you take 6 psychic damage.
Like suffering from success.
You would taken damage regardless. Corvex,
Nope.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
I was gonna say, what about Abraxas? But yeah,
Could have been Abraxas. I did.
Yeah, what about Abraxas?
Okay, he gets 3. He gets 3 of these. This is just number 2.
Oh. Who does number
19.
2 work for?
19. You you shake it off. You started to feel very sleepy for a moment there, but you blink it away. Maybe just dipping in flight jarred you awake. Abraxas,
Mm-hmm.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
No. Incoming. Oh, yeah, 15.
You do have a cat bell, I will remind you.
And how many more of these things do I have?
You can't
Like,
use Flash of Genius on saves, right?
Yes. Ability check or saving throw. You just can't use it to make attacks. So yeah, let me click that. +5, so 20.
All right.
He's told me that's enough. If that's not enough, I quit.
that's not enough. We need to shut that door.
You feel, as the ray hits you, you do save against it, but you can still feel its damaging, decaying effects on you. You realize if you hadn't saved here, the effects could have been... well, you wouldn't have felt so good, Mr. Stark.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
You take 14 force damage.
Okay.
And then it backs up. Top of the
In
round.
Arnold terms, that's like 100 points of damage.
Okay. So, first thing I'm gonna do is go up here and touch Mr. Arnoff and give him protection from evil and good.
Evil and good.
That's what it's called. You gain protection against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Creatures of those type have disadvantage on attack rolls on you. You also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Wow, that's awesome.
Very good.
Heck with it. I'll really give you everything. I tap you on as I do that. I also give you Bardic Inspiration, D10.
You are out of the triangle of the cone there, so if you need to heal, you would have that ability.
Yes.
Rhett's out. It's your turn.
Alrighty. Thread the needle here. And move up a little bit. I'm assuming that the ogre is well in the door there, and I have no opportunity to shoot past him.
You ignore cover, don't you?
Not full, but like half and 3/4.
Yeah, you can shoot through. Shoot around.
Alright.
him.
Okay. Then I will be shooting after our one-eyed friend there.
One-eyed monster.
Yes. 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
For 11.
Okay.
29. That
Also
hits.
Yep.
For 9.
Bang, bang, bang.
And then number 3. 16 to hit.
What's a miss? And that'll do it. Action
Yeah.
surge, bonus action, anything like that?
No, I'm good.
Arnulf.
Alright, let's go ahead and make a attack on this guy. I'm not going to bother doing anything reckless because he's going to have disadvantage. 23. The middle one,
yeah.
of course.
Yep.
13 damage.
Yeah, he is further hurt. That was the injured one from before.
22. 15.
That's a hit.
Nice. That's right, zombie.
Yeah, they're terrible armor.
And large. 15 damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action, punch him with the claw. Which, same dice roll. 24 to hit.
Yep.
14 damage. 16 damage. It's +2 weapon.
Yeah, this guy is being hacked to pieces. He's far past bloody.
And I'm just going to step more properly right into the door.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Rex.
Let's see. Is that 15 feet? A 15-foot square?
Yes.
Looks that way, yeah.
Oh, can I only get 2 of these guys if I do this? I thought I could get all 3. If I center this square here, that doesn't get the other 2 guys, does it?
It looks like it does. I'm gonna allow it.
All right. I am going to cast. No, I can't. Crap. Nope. Scratch that. Reverse it. I can't do that. So I will, however, move here. And from this angle, can I see? I can see this guy. I can't click him. This guy here. So I'll shoot at him, and I'm going to use sharpshooter. So,
Okay.
So this is a -5 to hit. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes.
26 plus 6, which is a 12. I like to see that. Plus a d6, which is a 5. So that's 17. Plus 10, 27 points of lightning damage.
That knocked him down past halfway.
And I'll take shot number 2. Same guy. 23, that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, these guys are ridiculously low armor class.
That's what I was hoping for. All right. 1d6 plus 6, that's a 10. Plus another 10 for 20 additional points of lightning damage for a total of 47?
You did 47
No,
damage?
no, just total for the turn. So that was 20 more points.
Okay.
I mean, yes. 20 more points.
You see, like, you're blowing these holes in its rotten torso. You can see the lightning dancing around between the ribs and even the teeth. It's still upright, though.
Yeah.
Quiplik.
Quiplik is going to stride forward to just behind Corvex here. And then, as an action, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity Turn Undead. Any
Nice.
undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw. Quiplik's DC is 18.
Okay, I probably shouldn't do this. Corvex, would you like to rethink? Not Corvex. Quiplik, would you like to rethink your action if you would say to maybe Corvex to try to turn the undead?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was my plan.
You might regret this. Quiplik will instead take his turn doing my 1-2 punch of Guiding Bolt and Starry Form on the blue ogre instead.
Okay.
Hey, Corvex, I think you should use your turn undead. I'm gonna try and give him a quick shot here. Okay. Guiding
How far
Bolt.
does that go? Your
22 to hit with the Guiding Bolt.
Yep.
Okay. It does 11 radiant damage. There was a 1 in there. That stinks. But because he was hit, that will give me advantage on my Starry Form shot.
Well,
What
he is dead.
happens? Oh, he's dead?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
really
Split
dead.
it.
Oh, wait. What
properly
kind of
dead.
damage was that? Was that radiant damage?
Yeah, it is radiant damage.
He's dead.
Okay. Can I see either of the other 2 ogres from my present standpoint? Or wait, actually, let me ruler to the... Okay, you know what? The Beholder guy's within my range. I'm going to pop off my Starry Form on him. Bonus action, I activate my Starry Form. I take a shot. It is a 27 to hit.
That's a hit.
Hell yeah. And it deals 6 damage, also radiant. And there's more where that came from. Okay, that's my turn.
Corvex.
Present.
What's the saving throw?
I believe it's 7.
Your holy light blasts these ogre zombies into nothing.
Yeah. But holy crap, I'm still in the ram hill. And not that I want to get closer to it, but if I do, like, go in here, will it be out of the cone, right? Like over there.
Yeah, you can get in there.
Yeah, but do I want it? Is the question.
I don't know.
Whatever. Only die so many times. I'm going in there.
That's it. So that brings us just to old Bonehead here. He is going to again, bonus action. Yeah. So I think that gets you anyway. And now he'll start his 3 attacks.
Doorway doesn't block any of that?
It actually, that's a great question. Let me see. Hold on a second.
Well, had I known that, I'm going somewhere else.
I think that it doesn't specify, so I'm going to rule that this effect does go through objects. But it's still limited to line of sight for its actual ray attacks, because they're just lines.
That makes sense. Because this cone thing, this is like a negative energy field that it's shooting out, right?
Yeah, it's negative energy cone.
Yeah.
Arnoff, give me a wisdom save again, please.
I deny it again. As hard as I can.
Holy crap
Apparently.
with the nat 20s tonight.
Yeah, you fight
For real.
off the alluring effect of the words in your head. Now, frustrated with you, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Boom again.
All right, he's like sucking up all the
What?
good dice juju here.
What is this?
Listen,
Maybe he
man's
should
in the
shoot
center.
himself.
big
This
man's
is like
in the
that-
center.
This is like that
Let him-
Plinko game.
Yes.
All right, for kind of. You fight off the charm ray. You still take 5 psychic from that. You are hit with the same ray that it tried to hit Abraxas with, a disintegration ray. You fight that off. You take half damage from this. This is significantly more dice.
From that towards that, but I ought to shoot the effect back into his own eyeball.
That would be a 15 of force damage. And for his third attack, it shoots past you at Retzau. Retzau, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
11.
That's a failure.
Here's my nat 20. This is
You
crap.
you could use your cat bell.
You know what? I think I will.
All right.
16.
Unfortunately, that's still not enough.
God damn it.
The full power of necrosis slams into your body. You can feel your metal flex and rust, your wood rot as you take 52 necrotic damage.
Oh,
I need a calculator for this.
Top of the round. Templeton, you're up.
okay. I guess I'm just going to step around the corner here, fire Eldritch Blast. Let's see. The first one is a 15. I get that. I bet that misses.
It's a miss.
A 24
That's a hit.
and a nat 20.
Woo, let's go.
Oh, full damage on the nat 20. So that's a 20 points from that and 3 points from the other. So still 23 points.
Bang, 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 bang.
And then I'm just going to hide around the corner. Just right there.
Those are your 3 shots.
Yep. And that's lack of bonus actions. So yep, that's it.
Retzau. Now's the time for your revenge.
Yup. Let's see here.
Now's the time for your anger. If anybody knows that reference.
Move into the room. Swapping back out to my revolver. And start off with a miss. And a critical miss.
Oof. There's nobody for you to shoot. You take your third shot, and then your next round, you're gonna have to clear a gem.
Stand by here. Oh, it's a. All right, it's saving. Oh, shit. God damn it! I forgot I had Indomitable. You can re-roll a saving throw that you fail. I never use it, and I totally forget that I have it. Remember that the next time I get hit. All right, so third shot, clear the jam. And I do have my that second wind there, action surge, so I'll be using that.
Okay. So you're like, it's a revolver, so it doesn't really jam. It just kind of gets out of time. So you kind of pop the cylinder, reload, and put it back in time. That's it.
Double deuce. For 13.
That was your action search. You get all 3 shots again.
Oh, that's right. 29
That's a hit.
for 11.
Okay.
And 17.
That's a miss. All right, Arnulf.
All right, I will approach with all the anger and hate in the world.
Does vines go with them?
They do. No, I'm going to go all the way over here to really mess with his targeting, maybe. And I will recklessly attack. 30 to hit.
Yes.
16 damage.
Okay.
Swing 2. 12 damage. And then finally, with the claw, 26. 14 damage.
So with all this fury, you come charging in, and in this, your sword is sharp, is hacking like huge slashes in the bone, and you finish it up with a sort of backhand swipe of your claws. It's still alive, but it was quite impressive. He's now torn as to which one of you is the bigger threat, Retzow or Arnulf. Abraxas.
Okay.
Let him decide it's you. I mean,
See if this works. Okay, that does work. Nice. What I'm doing is on my character sheet, I didn't even know this, on the far right of the spells where it shows the shape of the spell, if you click it, it's supposed to put it on the map.
Oh, that's cool.
But I suppose it kind of depends on the, like if the map squares are done right. It looks like they are.
They are.
So this is a 10-foot circle, and I'm pinpointing it here so as not to get Arnulf. So what I'm doing is stepping out to here, casting Shatter on that spot. Shatter. Sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature has to make a Constitution save versus 18.
He fails.
Sweet. He takes... Okay, it's not bad. 26 points of force damage. And if he could hear, there would be a loud ringing.
You can hear. You can actually talk, but it's just.
That's true. Yeah. And anything non-magical in the area also takes damage, but I'm sure this is just. He doesn't have any cool furniture. After casting that, I go back over here. And I'm not sure how to get rid of that marker. Thank you. That's my turn.
Quickly.
Cool. I am going to upcast Guiding Bolt to 4th level and shoot at him. It's a 28.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Glad I upcast. That's 24 radiant damage. and I'm going to, as a bonus action, pop off my starry form as well, which I just gave myself advantage on. Let's go, guiding bolt. And that is a homemade 20 to hit.
That's it.
Cool. And that deals an additional 7 radiant damage.
So the first shots were your guiding bolts, where there's like streaks of light or something like that, or
Yeah, I kind of picture it looking sort of like the crackling stream that the Ghostbusters shoot. You know, just sort of.
yeah. So that lances into him. Then you fire it up with this sort of pantomime bow shot. Lands into it. You can see like cracks are forming in its skull. It is looking poor.
All right. Excellent.
Corvax.
That's a handy little tool. I'm gonna cast Flame Strike.
So there's a pillar of fire is gonna come down on top of it.
Yup. Right where I've put the thing. Hopefully armor's not in it.
You can move it a little bit so that it's not.
There we go. I'd rather not see the fire. Does it smell like burnt hair for weeks? Well, you know, the whole
It's a saving throw, or
dexterity is 17.
he failed.
That does 16 fire damage.
Corvax. How you want to do this?
I want him to burst into flames and fall from the sky.
Nice.
Like you see, like the fire just blast into it. It like leaks out all the holes that are in the cracks. You can see it just burning through. The eye blasts out, just spraying gunk and fire, and then kind of shakes. You are out of combat.
Hey, Corvex, nice one.
Thanks. I do like to light things on fire.
I know. I think I saw your eyes light up a little bit there. You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I don't know. They kind of glazed over. I missed it.
Well, if his eyes didn't, the tyrant's eyes certainly did. You realize that in the room there is a scattering of coins. Taking some time, I would imagine, to kind of pick them up. You find, we'll say the equivalent of 325 gold pieces. I don't know. I don't know how much you guys care about money.
May as well go ahead for that quantity. Go ahead and divide it.
Yeah.
So just 54 per player.
54 per? Okay.
And then one person gets like 55. But
I nominated Abraxas because you did the math.
there is a large circular altar of dark cracked stone in the center of this room. It's not very high, so it wasn't a real. I didn't count it as an obstacle. There are 5 stone pedestals with the remnants of arcane tools and shattered crystal vials on it. There's deep guttering grooves in the floor that trace paths of the magic runes, and you do notice ghostly sparks occasionally crackle in the air here. I did mention before there are like sort of ethereal chains hanging from the ceiling. Their purpose long forgotten. Although you've killed the creatures in here, there's still a bit of a lingering sense of dread. Quiplick.
Yes.
You surprise yourself. You find that your sword is in your hand.
Huh. That's odd. I don't remember getting this out. Mighty unusual, that.
Abraxas. Well, you're not in the room yet. I assume you're going in.
yeah. Yep. So Bamf, hello.
Yeah, you feel a very familiar but unsettling energy coming from the altar.
I'll unsettlingly investigate it.
I would say, yeah, give me, actually, let's see, give me insight.
14.
Yeah, it's a familiar sense. You don't like it. You can't quite put your horns on it. You guys kind of notice both that Quiplik has drawn his sword for no apparent reason and that Abraxas has been kind of like, a little freaked out looking. There are runes on the altar. I will say that you do feel like the source of the unsettling energy that you feel, all of you actually feel this energy is probably coming from the altar.
Do any of us identify the runes or no?
Give me Arcana checks for anyone who'd like to investigate.
Okay.
Sure.
Instead of Arcana, can I do maybe my own insight to see if this suspicion of Garanu?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
This does not feel similar to Garnu, but it does remind you of Avernus.
Hmm.
Oh, good. Something feels very helly in here.
Sorry about that. That was me. I did it.
Helly Kitty there.
So you said Quiplik drew his sword?
Yep.
Without... Quiplik? What you doing?
I'm not sure. I don't remember drawing my sword, but here it is in my hand.
Did Quiplik ever decipher his sword?
I cannot recall.
Give me a history check.
That is a whopping 8.
Yeah, you don't remember ever having figured your sword out completely. You can sheath it. It's not. There's an immediate threat.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, so Quiplik just kind of like
Sheathes it and goes, "Aye, mighty odd. I don't even remember getting that out."
Yeah, that ain't strange or nothing.
Oh, I would say quite the opposite. I think it's very unusual.
I had to, man.
So
Yeah, it's good.
I know we're reaching the point in the evening where we need to think about quitting. Do we want to try to
Right.
puzzle out the room first, or do we want to
course.
call it here?
That is everybody else's decision.
Right.
All you early risers.
I'm good for a little longer. I don't know about Bob. He's the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob,
correct.
Rick, Rid, usually you three are early guys.
I'm actually good. Excuse
He
me.
says, yawning.
as yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you.
Failed your deception check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not drunk. Oh. That's a
I'm
horrible
not as
drunk
think
impression.
as you drunk I am.
How many times have I been caught with my eyes closed? No, I'm here.
Your token's not walking into a wall. So.
Or in circles.
Spinning around in circles.
Yeah. Bob, your call.
I mean,
Don't
I
feel
could go
shy.
for
You
a
gotta go.
couple more minutes.
Alright.
What'd you
and
say?
Get this room, couple more minutes. See if we can get this room figured out.
All right. So the Arcana checks were pretty bad, except for Corvex. It's a Corvex kind of night. It looks like.
It is. Spooky's my thing.
Okay. Corvex, the energies here are residual, but they have recently, you can tell, gotten slightly stronger. You theorize that this may have something to do with the third level's recent reappearance in connection to the space. And as you decipher the runes, you make out the name Kaltharax. Kaltharax. This altar is an altar of binding, and it seems to be connected to this being known as Kaltharax. Looking a little further, it's taking, like, you can just see Quarterback's kind of like his beak pointed down as he studies these runes with great interest and intensity. Quarterbacks, you further learn that somehow this Kaltharax has been bound somewhere within this complex to serve, interestingly, as warden or jailer.
And I let them all know that.
Other than the altar, the only other, and all the other stuff I described, there is a door to the north. But I think we should save that door, if you wish to enter it, until next week. Wow, good work tonight. I really enjoyed tonight's session. Very cool. But we will call it here. All right, so thanks, guys, for hanging out and playing. We should be back here, I assume, all next week, next Wednesday, the 8 p.m. Eastern Time hour. If you are out there watching and you liked what you saw, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's all the stuff they say on YouTube, right? We also have a link to our Discord in the description, which will link you not just to this channel. It will also show you when we go live Sundays and Mondays on the Odd Lot channel, which are our other 2 weekly games for some of us. But we are out for the evening. See you next week, everybody. Good night.